What up, what up, what up? It's the Raging Cajun Blazing Asian coming at you with another pair of video. It's me, Dave, you know what I'm saying, aka Mr. Fix It, aka that DIY guy, aka Mr. Good Wrench. What up, what up, what up? Anyway, today we got a Dodge Charger. It's a 0307. This is gonna be the same for like 03, I think all the way up to 2013. 2.7 liter. We're doing an oil pan gasket. Let's see. Boom. So this right here, V6, 2.7 liter. Okay. All right. So I seen a couple videos. They already took it out. I'm gonna show you from the beginning because it's kind of hard. All right. So before we get started, boom. Here's your oil pan, right? All right. You need to drain the oil first. Okay. You're gonna have to drop the steering rack. So you got a bolt right there. It's also a bolt right here on the back, right? So there's a 15 millimeter right there. You want to take it off from this end, you're gonna pull it out from this end. Same thing on this side right here. You got the same deal right there, same deal right there. Okay. Then you got 4 bolts right here and here. 1, 2, same over here, 3, 4. Those are your motor mounts. Drop that out too. All right. Now over here, see, you got a bolt going in right here on the side. There's a 13 right there. Same deal on the other side, right here, but it's inside this hole. That's your alternator bracket. You go inside there, get that bolt out. There's a bolt going into your oil pan right here, coming through here, but there's a bolt right there. You need to pull that out. Okay. Then you got a 10 millimeter right here. And you got all these 13s all around. All right, and on the front, you got 4. 1, 2, there's your 3 and 4. It says 4. See those 10s on the front? Right there and there, and then right there and there, them 2 right there. Okay, now on the back, you got this bracket right here, transmission bracket, okay? You got 3 15s right here. 1, 2, 3, all right? Right there, 15s, there, and right there. You gotta drop those down. Then you got, I think those are 16s or 7, maybe 18s. All right, there's 4 of them. You got 1, 2. Let's see. Let's see if you can see that. Back there, there's 1, 2. They're all lined up. There's another one right there. Right there. Hold on. Yeah. So that's for the transmission bracket. So yeah, one right there, one right there. Sorry, come out and see right there. 3 right there. There's a 4th one right up there, right there. All right, take those 4 out. Your transmission bracket will come out. Then you go around taking all these 15s out. You got 15, you got another 10 right there also. The rest of them are gonna be 15s or 13s, I'm sorry. 13s all the way around. Yep. And then that's it. Of course, don't forget, you know, drain the oil or whatever. If I see some other problems or whatever, I'll let you know. But it's gonna be a oil pan gasket. I'll let you know. I'll come back with you some more stuff. All right, so I'm like, I got to the point where I finally got that transmission cover off, which is probably the hardest part of this job. You know what I'm saying? Goes right there, right in front of the flywheel. Now you got to put a block of wood up under here to jack up the oil pan, and that's why you got to take out those 4 19 millimeter bolts right here so that you can jack up the motor on both sides. There's 2 more right there, another one right there. So when you can jack up the motor so that you can get that out of there, because you got to jack the motor up, loosen up the motor mounts to get it out. Now, you know what I'm saying, you got this drop. Now we can go around, and I got to take off them 4 10s off the front, and now I can just go ahead and drop the oil pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them bolts out and drain the oil, and we'll drop this pan and get it up out of here, put the new gasket on. Okay, so you know, whenever you're doing this, like say the oil pan don't want to come, see, check this out. Really, on the front of the oil pan, there's only 2 bolts. So I said 4 on the front, So I took one off right up here, I think. But there's actually only 2 holding it in, but there's 4. If you don't know which 4, then just go ahead and take it off. There's your oil filter. I'll put a new one on when I install it. And just here's the gasket. Now you see, you might say, hey, it's missing the front, but that's, you know how the new one is too. It also, it bends and flexes in the middle. That's normal. And also, don't put a bunch of RTV on this thing when you're putting it in. It goes in dry. Okay, you don't need to put RTV on it. It's supposed to go in there dry. All right. But just clean it up real good. You know, here and also underneath on the side of the motor. Now let's say if it's leaking right here in the front, right? And it's like, you know, that is actually going to be this gasket right here. That's your timing cover gasket. Okay. See if you see how it goes right up there, right. You see how that blue, and you see that blue line that goes up there. That's your time. This is a timing cover gasket right here. This is something different. So it's leaking on the front right here. That's actually your timing cover gasket. That's not your oil pan gasket. Okay. Make sure you take out your dipstick. Don't try to put this back in with your dipstick, because it's gonna get caught. It's gonna get in the way. All right. So just clean it up real good, and we'll put this all back together. But anyway, the reverse, you know what I'm saying, basically it's gonna be the reverse of the removal. But put that on dry. Don't put a bunch of RTV on it. It goes on dry. You don't need a bunch of RTV. You put RTV on it, it's gonna leak. You know what I'm saying? If you do, let's say if you do put RTV, just do very, very thin, very thin. But that's a rookie newbie mistake to put RTV on oil pan gaskets. They're supposed to go on dry. You don't put RTV on oil pan gaskets, or otherwise they're gonna leak. All right. Hey, so like, you know, after you're done, you just want to make sure you ain't got no leaks, you don't see no drops, no dripping, like that. So yeah, we good. If you want to do this at the house, you want to do this for a friend or whatever, make sure you charge at least $200. At least $200 for this right here. I wouldn't do this for no less than $200. Probably like $260 or something like that. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope they helped somebody out. Y'all, don't forget to add oil to your car or whatever. Also, when you're putting your pan back on the bottom, make sure your dipstick down on the bottom end, it goes into the pan. You know, otherwise you're gonna do this all over. Or, well, I guess you could take the dipstick off. You know, there's like a bolt holding on, and then take it off and then put it back down in there. Yeah, you could do that. But if you put, you know, the dipstick inside the pan, when you slide it back in there, you ain't gonna have to worry about that. So just do that. Make sure everything's tight. Make sure you add oil to it before you crank it up, right? Duh. All right. This like I said, this worked for 2003, I think, all the way to 2010 or 13. Dodge Chargers, 2.7 liter V6. It's just a little time consuming. It's really not that hard. It's not one of the worst oil pan gaskets, but you know, they're just time consuming though. All right, thanks for watching the video. Hope that might have helped you out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos. Thank you.